Life of a mom, you can never be alone. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that has been on my mind of late. As a 28-year-old mom of 3 boys, with my first son almost turning 5 in a couple of days, this has definitely crossed my mind, and I know I'm not the only one. It's almost like a taboo, like to even think about it. Like whenever I have the thought, I pray for God's grace. Like I'm like, but it's definitely crossed my mind. So I've definitely regretted having my kids, especially at a young age as I did. I had my kids at the age of 23. Some might not consider that young, but it was young for me. Also because I got married to my husband. We were long distance for a couple of months and we got married. And after 5 months, I got pregnant and we had a baby. I just felt like it was so much of a rush. We did not really like get to know ourselves like so well, and then a kid on top. The first 2 years was a lot, but that's a story for another day. I don't know. This is just a topic that I just sit and start talking about. So I'm going to be all over the place. So you guys should just bear with me. So I love my kids dearly. I love them dearly. And I've always known that I wanted to have kids. Like that has not even been a question. I always knew I wanted to have kids. And after 5 years of having kids, right, there are certain things that I have like some knowledge about. Like if somebody doesn't want to have kids, I don't think I'm going to pressure anyone to have kids if they're not ready to have kids. Having children is a whole big responsibility. It's a huge responsibility. Like imagine somebody's life being in your hands, taking care of people, taking care of little humans day in, day out, 24/7, 365 days in a year. Like that is a lot for one person. But in 2 people, that's a lot. So it's definitely crossed my mind sometimes. I felt like my kids were not here. I would have probably like been able to like study more, go to more school, attain like a lot in my career. I would have been able to travel. But you have to think about this, right? The kids did not ask to be here. I chose to get pregnant. I chose to have my kids. I chose to have 3 kids for that matter. I chose to have all my 3 children. I chose when I wanted to have them. So it was like a planned act, except you probably did not like plan to have your kids. Maybe you probably like got raped or something happened. But if you chose to have your kids, right, they did not ask to be here. So you cannot blame them for having them when you chose to have them. But that does not mean that you're not going to have like some thoughts in your mind, and that does not mean that you're also going to be like tired. Society has placed a lot of this burden on women. Like as a mom, I don't think we have the same responsibilities that the dad has. I don't want to do like a comparison because each one is important in its own way, but the maternal instincts that we have, and just because of our caring nature, empathetic nature, we tend to worry about the kids 24/7. We cannot abandon our kids. We think about what they're going to eat all the time. We think about if they're safe. Like we want to be beside them all the time. We want to provide for them. Like I just feel like it's just the way we are. We cannot change it, right? That's just nature. But I feel like, I don't know if I've cracked the code yet, but I feel like the reason why most moms, as I've watched a lot of TikTok videos and a lot of moms regret having their kids, most moms are very overwhelmed, very unhappy because we need a balance. No man is an island, and we're not meant to take care of kids by ourselves. There are teachers who can teach them. I love my kids' teachers very much, and I appreciate them for like taking him for a couple of hours for him to learn while I can do my own thing. We have like grandparents who can help assist you to take care of the kids. We have like parents. We have so much community. We have friends. We have maybe classes that you involve the kids with. Maybe their friends. Like we are not meant to take care of our kids alone. Especially with the American society where everybody is just indoors, everybody is by themselves at home. We feel like that is the norm, right? Being with your kids alone, parenting your kids by yourself. Kids are a lot of work. They're a lot of work. When I had my babies, I could not sleep, running on 2 hours of sleep every night, or worst, you have to wake up every 2 hours to like feed the baby, change the baby, and that disturbs your sleep rhythm, right? It's a lot of responsibility that comes with having kids. So I feel like if you're not ready to have kids, to not even venture into having kids. If you're thinking about, do I want to have kids, or do I not want to have kids, go for counseling and make sure that you definitely want to have kids before you start having them. Don't have kids because your friend is having kids. Like that's just so weird. That's not a reason. Kids are not just like candy that you can just like open, or just something that you can get rid of when you don't want anymore. It's not even like a marriage. I feel like getting married, you can even do it like on a whim, because you can get married and get divorced, but you cannot get divorced from your kids. Like those people are in your life forever. You're going to be thinking of them till you die. They're going to be your responsibility till you die. A lot of responsibilities to carry on your shoulders, right? When you have kids, if you haven't dealt with your trauma, those kids are going to bring them up. So if you're still dealing with some immaturity, you're going to see it in your kids. The way you parent them, you're going to definitely see it in your kids. If you're a dirty person, your kids are going to be dirty. So you're literally going to be seeing your life or yourself in your kids in front of you. It's very traumatic, right? But the kids are going to like bring out part of that ugly side that you don't want to see and play it in front of you like a movie. It's very painful. I don't know if there are classes for people who are considering having the baby to go for classes, so you can know about the ins and out of parenthood, what to expect. A lot of people like go into parenthood without even knowing what to expect. They see just the good side, right? Growing up, I obviously saw what was in my household. My two loving parents raising us. It was very fun. My mom had her job. She could work every day. We had like a help my whole life. My dad was working all the time, morning to night. And somehow my childhood is so much fun. I have so much good memories. I remember my parents being active participants in my life, which is funny. I'm like, how did they balance all this stuff out? How did they do it? But when Cameroon, right? Cameroon and USA is a whole different ball game. It's very different. My mom could do all of those things. So I was like, well, if I'm a mom, I can have my kids, and then I can still follow my career. I can still go hang out with my friends in the evening and still come back to my kids and take care of them and we spend time together. No, this is 2024. Bills are crazy. Daycare is crazy. I wish I could have enough funds to open a free daycare where moms can like drop their kids, probably like three to 4 hours in a day, just to do nothing, just to rest or take care of themselves. I really wish I could do that, like to give back to. A lot of moms are suffering from like exhaustion. After seeing my parents living their life, that is how I envisioned having kids was going to be like, because that's what I saw them do. So I was like, I'm just gonna follow the same step. I'm gonna be happy. But yeah, daycare is expensive. Having 3 kids in daycare is expensive. When you feel like all your income, all your paycheck is going to be taking care of the kids, you're like, what is the use, right? I'm just going to be working the money and then giving back all to daycare. So it's very difficult. We are in a like, I don't know, the society makes it tough for us to like navigate through these things because daycare is so expensive. You're not spending time with your kids, which you would love to do that. And then all the money that you go work from your job, you still end up giving it to the daycare. And then daycare has your kids from like 6 to 6. So when you get up in the morning, you still have to get the kids ready, take them to daycare. That means you're tired when you're going to work. When you're coming back, you have to pick the kids up from the daycare. And when you get back, you have to start preparing dinner, give them a shower, get them ready back for daycare tomorrow. So it's just like a continuous cycle, right? You just like work, take care of kids, sleep, work, take care of kids, sleep. It's like a very exhausting cycle. Even when you have a partner, you guys have to tag team. But if you guys have like more kids, it's still a lot for you guys to handle. It's still a lot for you guys to handle. So those are things that in the modern society makes it being tough, and a lot of moms have like postpartum depression, are going through a lot. I feel like if I did not have like the help of my grandparents, my in-laws around me, I would have probably had postpartum depression, I swear. But still, I don't feel like that was enough. So I don't know, there's a lot that I keep thinking about. I'm like, I'm almost turning 28. I'm going to be 28 next month. And I keep asking myself, like, what have I accomplished? Have I accomplished all the things that I wanted to accomplish? And I love my kids dearly. They are the best things that ever happened to me, hands down. I thank God for them every day. But navigating through life and thinking about how to grow, while thinking about how to help them grow, I'm still very grateful that I had my kids when I did. I don't think I would have preferred to have kids when I'm older. I just feel like I need a balance. And this year was my year of like rest, where I wanted to prioritize resting because it's been 6 years. I've either been pregnant or having kids. I've given a lot to my kids, right? I feel like these 6 years I've sacrificed like a lot, taking care of my kids, and it's time for me like to take care of myself and prioritize myself, to like take care of my self-care, to hang out with friends and build new friendships, to up or grow in my career, to just like focus more on me. And I also found out that the reason why I feel like I haven't accomplished a lot, even though I'm taking care of my kids, taking care of the household, but I feel like I'm doing a lot of things that don't move me in the direction I want to go to. Like, I want to be like a businesswoman. I want to have a certain level of income. I want to take my kids around the world. I also want to see the world. I want to travel, and I want to travel with my kids. But the only way that I can make that income is if I work, right? So I feel like a lot of women, or especially for me, we need like a balance. We need to strike a balance where we're able to be with our kids, but we're able to see achieve our personal goals, the kids' goals, and not just taking care of the house, not just cooking, cleaning, changing diapers, making sure our kids survive and our kids don't fall or trip, not just doing all of that, but taking care of ourselves, building our career, taking care of our health, working out, looking good, being able to eat a hot meal, all those things. I feel like we need a balance, right? I want to be able to like work so that I can like build my career and take care of and still have that financial freedom that I seek, and still be able to come have quality time with my kids. Hey, if you have been watching this video so far and you like this content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button so whenever I post a video, you're going to be aware. Also, drop me a comment if you resonate with this video. Tell me why you regret having kids, or if this thought has ever crossed your mind. I know I'm not the only one here. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not possible. The moment you have kids, you signed up for less outing, you signed up for more responsibilities. Like, you signed up for a lot of things. So there are a lot of things you're going to sacrifice to take care of these little human beings. But as I said, you need a balance. Okay, you need to be able to like take care of yourself too while taking care of them, because if you don't have the opportunity to take care of yourself, they're not going to be able to take care of them. And for people that have spouses, like 24/7 with each other, so sometimes I'm tired of them. Yeah, you can be tired of these little people. Sometimes I'm tired of them. They make a lot of noise. I cannot get myself to think because there's so much noise. My brain is so stimulated, so much noise, so much mommy. I just have to be providing to little people all the time. All I do is sweep, clean, cook. While the other things that I know I could be doing, I'm a very smart lady. I could be in school. I could be doing other things for myself. I could be adding more into my portfolio. And there's so many things that I know I could do for myself. I could be hanging out with friends. And I want to try to incorporate those things, right? Don't feel like you cannot incorporate those little things. There are things that kids are just going to change in your life. This thought has crossed your mind. Tell me why you think that you regret having kids. When did you have your kids? Just give me some backstory, guys. The one thing I'm going to dedicate doing is teaching my kids to be responsible husbands, to be responsible fathers. I feel like this is my own way of contributing to the society. It's raising good humans, raising good men. There's that gap where the women have filled the gap. They've started doing the career, they've started working, and they started going into the work field, but the men don't want to do the household chores. The men see taking care of their own kids as a job. That means that all the responsibilities fall now on the mom. The mom still has to take care of the kids and take care of the household work while still being able to go out and work and hustle for their family. That's a lot of work. It's just like having 100% work, and then it's now like 120, 150 for the women, and that's why I'm so overwhelmed and exhausted. So shout out to my husband for like holding the fort down, but it took us a while for us to get here. I'm not gonna say we're all perfect at the beginning. There was so much he had to learn, from the first baby to the second to the third. There's still so much he has to learn, and we have to learn together. And then I'm also going to instill in my son so that they don't have to go through all that part of learning, so that by the time they just get married or have kids, they're going to be able to have that quick thinking of being able to take the baby from the mom when she wants to rest. So I feel like you have to know who you get married to before you even start procreating and having kids. You have to have these discussions. You have to have these expectations set out. There are a lot of things that we don't talk about before getting married. These are things that you have to like talk about before having kids. You have to like talk about these things to your partner. I wish I did that. You talk about these things to your partner. I talk about if you want to go back to work after having kids. Some people might not know, some people might know the responsibilities that we're each going to have, and how you have to have this conversation. This is the first time everybody's going to be going through parenthood or marriage or whatever, so we all have to have those conversations so that everybody's going to know their role that they're going to play, and everybody's going to like, you're going to help each other. It is a partnership. It's not just, I don't know, marriage is a partnership. You have to like help someone when they are in need, or you have to like help someone when you see that they're deficient in this particular area. If you see me suffering and I'm exhausted and you're just over there chilling and the kids are all over me and you cannot help, I don't think you're my partner. So these are all of the things that I feel like contributes to women getting exhausted or regretting having kids. Yeah, that's like really the thought that I have. I just felt like I rambled a lot through this video, but I just wanted to share my thoughts out there. But I don't regret having my kids. It's definitely crossed my mind a few times, and still, even though it's crossed my mind, I don't think I'm a bad person for letting that cross my mind. I just think it's a valid reason, because I'm in a season where I kind of like stay home with my kids a lot. I'm just part-time mom for this year, and it has tested my patience a lot. This is a year that I've had those thoughts. It's really tested my patience, and it's not easy. I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. No, I want to send my kids to school, just go do their own thing, let them go learn, let mom go hustle, take care of herself, do what she loves doing, and then later on we meet, and then mom gets to spend quality time with the kids. End of the day, this is the path that I chose, right? I'm proud because this is the sacrifice I made to have my kids. I don't regret it at all, but I feel like society also have to give moms grace and stop making it to feel like we're not supposed to have these negative thoughts. Even at the jobs that we love, there are sometimes that we have negative thoughts about it, and sometimes that we have bad days. This is just like us having a bad day, or having a bad month, or having a bad year, or it's just a season. It's going to pass. It's just definitely going to pass. So if you regret having your kids, I feel like you need help. As I said, you may be facing some challenges with all the things that I mentioned. You talk to your spouse, find help. Just talk to a therapist. Just like talk to your family and make sure that you have family around you. And your family must not be blood family. You can have friends that become your family, where you guys can interchange. You give the kids to somebody else. Just try to have a balance. Prioritize taking care of yourself. physically, go exercise, do some self-care, drink some tea alone, eat some warm food, get up early before the kids and read a book, read God's word, read the Bible, just be in silence. Just little things like that is going to give you some boost. It's going to make you feel better about yourself and feel like you're doing something for yourself and not just for the kids, instead of you trying to get over the season and wishing for the season to end as quickly as possible. That is the one mistake that I made, trying to be like, I cannot wait for me to get over the first 4 months of postpartum horror. Instead, try to enjoy the season. Try to find ways that you can enjoy it, because this is the last time your baby is going to be 2 months old. This is the last time your baby is going to be 6 months old. Enjoy the cuddles, enjoy the kiss, because very soon they're going to be big. They're not going to want to kiss you anymore. They're not going to want to hug you anymore. They're not going to have any diapers to change. There's no baby that is going to be able to depend on you 24/7. They're going to be able to do their own things by themselves, and they're not going to be your baby anymore. So that's all for this video, guys. I know this video was a little bit long-winded, but I just had a lot of thoughts to share. So if you like content like this, you've got my other videos that I've posted, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye. Here's the thing, I've learned so much throughout this journey of motherhood. I've learned about but here's the thing, I've learned so much about myself throughout this journey called motherhood. I've learned a lot about, I've learned to be resilient, to be patient, to be empathetic. These kids have brought out literally the best and the worst in me, but overall I'm so grateful for this journey. I'm so grateful for this motherhood journey. I'm so grateful for this journey, and I felt like God chose me for a reason, to be able to give me this responsibility to parent these 3 boys. There was a reason why He chose me. There was a reason why He chose me, and I definitely want to live up to God's expectations. As a Christian, if you feel like you're not doing something for God, trust me, being a parent is a lot. You're teaching these human beings how to be good people. If you're reading the Bible, read the Bible to them. You're teaching them the word of God. You're teaching them the act of servitude. You're teaching them how to be kind, humble, good people, good human beings. You're actually like you're helping the society if you're bringing up good humans. So don't ever feel like you're not doing something for God. You're doing a lot for God. In fact, this is being a mom. You're probably parenting the future priest, a future president, a future, I don't know, carpenter or somebody. But as long as you're parenting a good human, you're doing a lot for the kingdom of Christ. So never feel like you're not doing enough for the kingdom of God. You are.